从 PC 时代的英特尔，到移动时代的苹果，再到人工智能时代的英伟达，3家世界500强顶级科技公司，3次担任全球副总裁。他是公司架构的顶层设计师，他是企业投资与竞争策略的战略专家。由他直接参与负责的投资项目，金额超过100亿美元，让人感叹，有一种成功叫做歌俊式成功。加入天九，他提出大共享理论，书写大共享时代，运筹帷幄，布局四海。他担任全球共享经济联盟秘书长。是时势造英雄，还是英雄造时势？如今疫情突袭，寒冬延期，他秉承赋能商界、共享幸福的理念，和企业家伙伴一起审时度势，化危为机，共同探索转型升级的智慧企业之路。古有青梅煮酒论英雄时势，而今线上夜话谈智慧企业。
各位歌俊夜话的老朋友、新朋友们，大家晚上好！欢迎大家收看由天九集团重金打造的云洽会直播系列节目《歌俊夜话：全球视野之海外商机》。近年来在国家“一带一路”倡议实施的背景之下呢，越来越多的中国企业通过走出去、引进来，参与国际合作，开创企业发展的新格局。那么在歌俊夜话全球视野之海外商机的系列节目当中我们将会每周聚焦一个国家以多样化的形式和多元的视角，带领各位企业家朋友们去感知世界之美，探索海外商机。在欧亚大陆交界的外高加索地区，有一个神秘的国度，传说诺亚方舟曾在此停泊，这里也是伊甸园的所在地，它便是拥有着悠久历史和灿烂文化的亚美尼亚。亚美尼亚呢是世界上最古老的民族之一，也是世界上第一个基督教国家，被称为上帝的后花园。今天就让我们跟随歌总的脚步，走进亚美尼亚驻华大使馆，听大使讲述这片神秘之地。
歌总也没去过亚美尼亚吧？
亚美尼亚没去过，300多万人口，
真是
一个亚洲、中亚是吧？属于中亚嘛，中亚小，300多万人口。
对，高加索地区，咱们要去个亚美尼亚，好像我的心里面还有点激动啊！这
那倒也是。Hello, hi. Nice to see you. Mr. Ambassador, thank you.
We are
Thank
deeply
you.
honored.
Please.
Nice place, very good. And I heard today actually is a special day for Armenia. It's the First Republic Day.
Yes, this is a national festival for us and very important for all Armenians, inside and outside of Armenia.
I see.
Because according to our history, population of Armenia is just 3 million, but outside of Armenia, approximately more than 10 million.
Oh.
So, and all over the world.
They are all over the world.
Yeah.
So in China, how many Armenian actually?
No, in China, not a lot of
Not a
Armenians.
lot.
Very difficult to speak about the Armenians who are temporarily living in China as a diaspora or minority. No, it's not correct to say. We have students. We have some businessmen, but not representative of big business, and they are temporarily live here. We have maybe 500-600 people who are working by personal contracts.
I see.
Teachers, university professors, etc., and not more. So Totally, we can speak about maximum about 1,200 people, not more, and they are living in different provinces. In different provinces, mostly in the small cities. Yes, we have some in Beijing students, mostly in Shanghai, in Guangzhou. Yes. Also.
Macau, I heard.
A few people.
And very successful people, I heard.
Thank you. But we have very interesting traditions also here. For example, one of the creator and founder of the modern Hong Kong was Armenian. Lord Chatham.
Yeah,
Lord Chatham, he was Armenian.
Oh.
He was Armenian by origin.
I see.
This is a result. This is a result of that. So about 28th of May, this is a very important date for us. It was very difficult period. I'm speaking about 1918, just after First World War, after the Russian Revolution. The situation in the region was very unstable. And the new Turkish government, the new created Turkish Republic government, decided to occupy the eastern Armenia. And in 26th of May, the different groups of armed people belong to the different political parties. Plus former soldiers and officers, including high-level officers from the former Russian army, Russian Empire army. They stopped the Turkish troops. They stopped the Turkish troops just in front of the capital of Armenia, in Yerevan. This place was located maybe for 14-50 kilometers from Yerevan city. They stopped them. And 2 days later, the first Armenian Republic was declared. So we renovated our independence after 6 ages. 6 ages. Unfortunately, the life of the First Republic was very short, a little less than 2 years. And after that, we go to our period of our Soviet life, as a member of the Soviet Union, as a republic.
Right.
And for us, it was the Second Republic. Second Republic. So we spent the 70 years as a member of the Soviet Union, as a Soviet Socialist Republic. And after the crushing the Soviet Union, now we have the Third Republic.
So thank you so much, for hosting us on this special day, and it's your public holiday. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yes. So before I came, actually, I tried to understand the country a little bit more. I read a little bit about Armenia, and I know this is a very culturally rich country, with long history, and you can actually see from the Bible itself about Armenia. When the flood receded, then people stayed, and some people left, but the people stayed, actually founded Armenia, and then they started to build those beautiful churches and also communities and the villages, and that's where Armenia started. So a very beautiful story, and certainly the country has a lot to do with Christianity, right? The religion and so on and so forth. So it's really a culturally fascinating country from my perspective. And talking about culture and the unique aspects of the country, maybe Mr. Ambassador can tell us a little bit more about the culture and the place, I think.
With great pleasure. With your permission, I will start very briefly started to speak about the history. Because without understanding of our history, it's impossible to speak about the cultural traditions. So the first footsteps of Armenians on the historical chronics fixed fixed in 4th century BC.
Oh.
And our roots goes to the Urartian kingdom. Urartian kingdom, and one of the capital of kingdom of Urartu, located on a place of our modern capital, Yerevan city. We have the Open Sky Museum on the territory of Yerevan. This is a place of the capital of the kingdom of Urartu. Our roots came from this period.
I see.
The most powerful Armenian kingdom was created in the 1st century BC, from sea to sea. We have strong relation with Rome Empire, with Persian kingdom, and other ancient countries and civilizations. And after that, it's very important to speak that Armenian was the first country all over the world who officially accepted Christianity as a state religious. In beginning of the 4th century AD, we accepted Christianity as a state religious, and it's changed everything. It's changed everything, and we will speak about that a little later, maybe, because our church, as an institution, by means was one of the cornerstone who give us possibility to self our identity through century.
Yes.
It is a very important element for that. Plus the language, of course. The Armenian language is a little unique, and it has its separate place in the European group of languages.
I see. So it's not Russian.
No,
it's a different language. Okay.
Not Russian.
He said his name is Greek.
Greek. Yes, people would typically associate Armenian with Russian language, but it's not. Different language.
As a result of our history also, now we can speak about 3 Armenian languages. The Eastern Armenian language, this is our official language. A more modern language, the Western Armenian. The Western Armenian very close to the ancient Armenian, and the third one, the ancient Armenian. So the ancient Armenian is unimaginable difficult. Believe me, even for me. Western Armenian, very similar to our state language, very similar. We understand to each other for 100%.
I see.
The main difference in grammar.
I see.
And pronouncing something.
So now we go to Armenia. We use English. Can we work?
You can English without any
How many percent Armenian people can speak?
Now the situation already changed, because for young generation English acceptable for not the 100 but for 90%, yes.
Oh, 90%. Great.
But no, I'm speaking about young generation. Frankly speaking, I think it will be on the level of 70-75%. 10-15 years ago, the situation was not the same. For example, it will be possible to speak about maybe 40-45%. Now, the English is very popular for young generation, as well as the Chinese, by the way. 10 years ago, if someone say that I know the person from the young generation who speak Chinese, all surrounding people will be surprised. Now it's normal. Now it's a normal. We have very interesting institutions, educational institutions. 2 years ago, we opened the Chinese school. With, of course, supporting of the government of China. We open and Confucius Center or Confucius Institute is working very, very intensive and very positive. Plus, we have specialization in State Linguistic University for the Chinese language, and so this is a closed cycle. School, Confucius Institute, university.
Yeah. So people can
Yes.
get easy access
It's
to the
okay.
language.
It's
learning.
okay, and now the people really understand the importance of the Chinese market. As a result, they have huge interest for that. So, but if we are speaking about languages accepted for the majority of population, it's of course English and Russian. And Russian.
Russian as well.
For Russian language, till now, 100% population can speak. Good or bad is the other question, but they can.
It's very good. So the education and the people's language capability is actually very important for going global and work with the global people. Yeah.
The location of Armenia is the southern part of Caucasus region. Our neighbors are Georgia, Azerbaijan, Iran, Turkey. Population 3 million. As I told you, more than 10 million outside of Armenia in different countries. The biggest community, Armenian community, Russian Federation, more than 2 million or maybe 2.5 million.
I see.
The second in the United States, if I write, approximately 1.5 million. The biggest Armenian community in Europe, in France, 500,000.
So more people actually is outside the country than inside the country itself.
May I say, because of you introduced your special history, and Armenian people is, you can correct me, maybe a little bit like what we call Jewish. They have strong business instinct. Am I right?
Yes, you're right. And according to my point of view in the situation, why we will see this picture? We lost our sovereignty. We lost our sovereignty in the 12th century. And the last Armenian kingdom was crushed in 14th century. It was Kilikian Armenian, located on a territory of modern Lebanon and Syria, between the last Armenian kingdom. But the last Armenian kingdom was not the typical. It was typical Armenian. It was typical European kingdom. And the last king of Kilikian Armenian was a relative for the French royal family. And his grave, you can see his grave in the Paris, in the Saint Denis Cathedral, Royal Cathedral, Levon IV.
I see.
So it's very interesting connections, very interesting connections. So that is why Armenia, for the business instincts for Armenians is
Very strong.
very strong. Plus our history, of course. Why we have a lot of Armenians outside of Armenia? It's a result of the tragic list of our history, genocide of 1915 in Ottoman Empire, when more close to the 2 million people were killed, the massacres, terrible event. So as a result, we have the huge diaspora, and one of the best way for them it was involved to the business. For the second, third generation, etc. But very important, very interesting, they saved the national identity outside of Armenia. Mostly they saved the language and traditions.
Yes, that's important.
Yes,
That's very important.
I think the same situation with Chinese people from abroad.
Most Chinese people are farmers, peasants. But to Joy, we are the biggest platform, also community for businessmen.
Yeah,
So we must have good opportunity to cooperate.
Yeah. So yeah, I think if I remember correctly, in the beginning of this year, probably January 19th, Armenia actually granted visa-free status to China. So basically now Chinese people can actually go and visit the country without needing a visa, which is very, very good news. With such a good culture, long history, I think there will be a lot of people interested in going and visiting the country. So from that perspective, what do you see with this visa-free opening up in terms of attracting Chinese tourists and the people visiting the country?
Thank you for your question. It's very interesting. We work very intensively together with our Chinese colleague over this question. And both sides understand the importance of that, really importance. And thanks God we succeed. And during the visit of State Councilor and Minister for Foreign Affairs of China, Mr. Wang Yi, we signed it. We signed it. It was 2 years ago, approximately, maybe less a little. But before that, we established the same regimes with the two Chinese regions. I'm thinking about Hong Kong and Macau. So now the whole territory of China accepted for Armenian citizens and vice versa. And according to the information that I received from the Chinese colleagues, the Armenian became the first country who signed this kind of agreement from CIS countries without any exceptions. Because the first was the Belarus. But in Belarus agreement, you have some exceptions. Now, with Armenia, full open. Unfortunately, after the pandemic crisis, we stopped everything. And now the last day of stopping is 31st of May. In June, we are going to open
the country.
The free visa regime go to the fourth from the beginning of summer. But two countries have the other kind of limitation connected to the virus
problem.
Yes. But in soon, the virus is virus, and I hope and believe that after a few months it will go to the past and the life will continue. So we fixed fantastic results. We fixed the fantastic results. First of all, in field of the tourism. If maybe 5 or 6 years ago we fixed just a few hundreds Chinese tourists in Armenia, we've closed 2019 on a level of 12,000 Chinese tourists.
12,000.
12,000. Approximately the same quantity the Armenian tourists visited China. Of course, I really understand that for China this is not the drop. This is less than the drop. But for us, for the country with the population of 3 million, this is a serious achievement. And dynamic is very intensive. So every month we fix additional quantity of the tourists or visitors, etc. Plus the business cycles became also very active. Because it's not necessary to send the passport, to wait for the visa, etc., etc., etc. So it's very, 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 very useful, and I hope the free visa regime give us the new possibilities, new impetus for straightening our relation in different fields, from culture, humanitarian affairs to the business.
I really look forward to that. You know, Tujoy, as Mr. Guo mentioned, is the largest business incubator as well as accelerator in China. So on our platform, actually, we have 600,000 Chinese entrepreneurs. 600,000. You know, a lot of entrepreneurs. And I think, with your introduction of the country, and we can tell our entrepreneurs. You know, Armenia is a great place to go and visit and to do business. I'm sure it's going to be a phenomenon for our entrepreneurs. Wonderful.
好的，那在今天的节目当中呢，戈总和我们亚美尼亚大使是带我们探寻了亚美尼亚悠久的历史和灿烂的文化。今年1月份我们的中国和亚美尼亚已经是全面的免签了，所以对于我们这座神秘国度感兴趣的各位企业家朋友们，可以带着这个护照来说走就走了。 在下期的节目当中呢，戈总和我们大使将会共同的讲述两国经贸的往来史来共同的探讨两国企业的合作商机。感谢各位的收看。那这里呢是由天九集团重金打造的云洽会直播系列节目《歌军夜话全球视野之海外商机》，我们下期再见。